This is Public Forum Debate. The November/December topic is Resolved. Increased United States federal regulation of cryptocurrency transactions and/or assets will produce more benefits than harms. Here we look to pro and con arguments opponents may run. The first pro argument is consumer protection. One may argue that regulation of cryptocurrency will allow for better protection of consumer assets by decreasing the threat of fraud, hacking, and more. Look to the Mossad 2019 evidence that finds the Wall Street Journal recently claimed trading groups have engaged in 175 pump and dump schemes that inflated and then crashed the prices of 121 cryptocurrencies in the first 6 months of 2018, generating millions in losses for others. A story highlighted the use of bots to manipulate prices. Currently, there's low consumer protection, and it might be necessary to use regulation to protect these consumers from bad actions such as this. A second pro-argument one could run is regulating crime and illegal activities. One may see that there is a lot of illegal activities happening through cryptocurrency, and it may be necessary to regulate this to decrease these illegal activities. According to McIntosh in 2018, within the last year alone, $50 million worth of ETH was stolen from a DAO hack, and $31 million of Tether dollars, a type of cryptocurrency, was stolen in a Bitfinex hack. Not to mention a number of smaller scale hacks and scams which left individual investors with empty pockets. It might be time to regulate these bad actors to protect consumers and to decrease crimes and scams. A third argument one could run is economic growth, as either a defensive or offensive argument. Here we look to a defensive piece of evidence from Feinstein and Wehrback in 2021 from Wharton Business School. Feinstein and Wehrback examined if price declines follow cryptocurrency regulation in a country. The answer is almost always not. That finding was a result of an exhaustive study by Feinstein and Wehrback of trading activity at several exchanges worldwide following key cryptocurrency regulatory announcements. Their study found almost entirely null results, from the creation of bespoke licensing regimes to targeted anti-money laundering and anti-fraud enforcement actions. They found no systemic evidence that regulatory measures cause traders to flee, enter, or be affected by these jurisdictions. Their findings at last provide an empirical basis for regulation of cryptocurrency trading. Another con argument could be, or now we shift to the con arguments. One could argue that regulation causes volatility, capital flight, and investor scares. Gasparino in 2021 from the New York Post states that multiple people, such as Janet Yellen and other regulators, are proposing a jaw-dropping 80% tax rate for crypto. That sent Bitcoin tumbling near the 49,000 mark on Friday. This type of discussion on regulation might create volatility in the current industry. A likely regulatory burden would knock out at least some of the pricing, but also draw skepticism for the staggering run-up in crypto valuations that we've seen this year. A second con argument is that regulation is ineffective, and this may be for a variety of reasons. Perhaps the government would be unorganized, confused, or follow lots of red tape procedures and be extremely bureaucratic. According to Silverman in 2021, the US regulation system is failing the cryptocurrency test. We have so many financial regulators that we sometimes wind up without proper financial regulation. Cryptocurrencies represent this. No official public data exists on prices, volume, or volatility. No single authority regulates cryptocurrency. No one can be certain investors are being properly protected. The underlying difficulty is that the US financial regulation system is fragmented. There are too many agencies and market authorities with overlapping jurisdictions, plus state regulatory systems. New products that are neither fish nor fowl in a regulatory sense can fall through the cracks. Crypto is hard to regulate because it is hard to define. However, this article does mention that in the long run, having a lot of agencies regulate cryptocurrencies is not an entirely bad thing, because having so many regulators serves as a protection against any one of them messing up. Nonetheless, Bitcoin, for instance, has been deemed as a commodity. Other crypto exchanges and systems are seen as securities. This resulting confusion explains why neither the SEC nor the Commodity Futures Trading Commission is directly regulating cryptocurrencies. Another con argument could be that regulation of cryptocurrencies hurts the competitive and perhaps innovative segment of the market. According to Ruiz in 2021, In particular, an amendment passed by 2 senators has been criticized because industry leaders say the amendment would force miners or cryptocurrency miners who devote computer power to creating new cryptocurrency out of the country. In June, China cracked down on mining, for instance, leading to an influx of mining activity in the United States. Similarly, this US legislation could make it harder for upstart companies to compete with big tech platforms in the cryptocurrency space. Cato Institute scholar Will Duffield said decentralized networks would face administrative burdens if they were required to report every transaction. Thank you for watching. These slides are linked in the description. Please leave comments of what videos you would like to see so I can create them in the future.